What's up on YouTube? Welcome to your Queen's Kitchen. Today I'll show you how to make this oven grilled fish. This is going to be easy and quick and also delicious. This will be the best oven grilled fish you have ever eaten. So follow back on me. As you can see here, I have one large snapper. You can use any fish of your choice, but I really prefer using snapper because it's one of my favorite fish. And over here I have my green seasoning. So this is my homemade green seasoning. I will leave a link in the description for the green seasoning. I'll be using a teaspoon of hot cayenne pepper. This is optional. I'll be using 2 teaspoons of paprika. I'll be using 1 teaspoon of garlic pepper powder and 2 teaspoons of seasoning salt. To my green seasoning, I'm going to be adding some olive oil, about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And to this, I am going to add the garlic pepper powder, the seasoning salt. Remember, I told you this is going to be quick, easy, but this is very, very delicious. Very, very delicious. So now I'm going to add the cayenne pepper. This is optional. You can add any amount you prefer, or you don't have to use any of the cayenne. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna combine this. Look at that deliciousness. This green seasoning is the bomb. If you have not tried my green seasoning as yet, please try out this green seasoning recipe. So just combine that nicely. You don't need any salt. Oh, so the garlic pepper powder, if you don't know, so this is basically black pepper, garlic powder, and some herbs. So if you don't have this one, you can just use some black pepper, some oregano or Italian herb with some garlic powder. So it's just like a mixture. So now our green seasoning is looking lovely. We're gonna go in now and we're gonna add our paprika. Our paprika is going to give us that nice color that we are looking for. So that's why I'm adding 2 teaspoons instead of 1. Smoked paprika would be a good one to use, but if you don't have the smoked paprika, you can use any one of the paprika, because we're more going for the color from the paprika than the taste. So see, with our green seasoning already changed color. We're actually looking for something like this. All right, so this looks good. So far so good, right guys? Yes. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add a little dupes, or as you can say, 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. So I'm adding the lemon juice. Just give you a nice little bit of tanginess, and combine that. See how beautiful this seasoning look? Yes, that's what we were going for. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more of my olive oil, because the oil is gonna keep your fish nice and crispy. I have a jerk fish recipe out. If you have not tried that recipe as yet, please go ahead and try that recipe. So what we're gonna do now, so as you can see with my fish, clean it up nicely with some lemon juice, and I put some wedges on both sides of the fish. It's a pretty nice, it's a big size fish. Clean it up nicely, you know, wash it and put some wedges on the side just like so. So we're gonna just go ahead now and we're gonna season our fish with our prepared marinade. We're gonna make sure that we get inside all of these wedges, on the inside of the wedges, on the inside of the fish, and also on the outside. So we're just gonna get everything nicely down there. Flip it over and do the same for the other side. Open the fish and put some inside of the fish. So here I have 3 cloves of garlic. I have some green onion and some fresh thyme, and this is just to put on the inside of the fish, but we're seasoning our fish first. So I'm gonna put some on the inside of the fish as well. Get that in there, and we're just gonna rub this in. So basically what I'm doing now, I'm just gonna rub this all over our fish just like so. Make sure that we're getting everything in. See how beautiful that is looking? Look at that. Yes, man. Flip him over and we're gonna do the same thing. So we're just gonna, let's get our hands dirty. Get that down in there. Get it in the wedges. Let's get our hands dirty, dirty, dirty. Rub it all over as well. That nice marinade, man. This is gonna be a good one. See how lovely this fish is looking already, guys? Yes, my peeps. It's a little bit messy. I should have had a bigger plate to put the fish on because the fish is very big. But that's okay, we can clean up after, right? So if I can get some more on the inside of my fish. Rub it all in. So this fish is seasoned to the bone. This is what you call seasoned to the bone. All up in the head, because me love the fish head. Let me know if you love fish head as well, because I love fish head. If you don't eat fish head, you can just cut off the head. It's up to you. It's optional. Everything is optional when it comes to cooking. Whatever you don't like, you don't have to add. That's the best part when you cook for yourself. If you don't like something, you don't add it. Alright, that look good. So we're gonna go ahead now, and as I'm saying, I'm going to stuff the garlic, the thyme, and the scallion. Just put them inside, just like this. Right. Just like that. Just like that. So I have my oven preheating at 450 degrees. I'm gonna put this on a grill. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Okay, so as you can see, I have my fish on the grill. So I just have a pan underneath. This pan right here I use to, like when I'm grilling, just so I don't mess up my stove. So I put the grill on top of the pan and I put my fish on top. I use some toothpick just to seal the, we would call it the belly part of the fish, so I can keep my seasoning and stuff inside. The leftover seasoning, we're gonna need that. I'll show you what to do with that later on, but we're gonna need that. So do not throw that out. We are definitely gonna need that. And I use 2 tablespoons of the green seasoning. I don't remember if I told you, but I use 2. That's the tablespoon that I use. I use 2 of those. So as I'm saying, the olive oil keep it nice and crunchy, and that's what we're looking for. So I'm going ahead with some on top. I'm going to flip over the fish as well, and I'm going to add some to the bottom, to the other side actually. Just like so, just to keep everything nice and moist. Good. So now we're going to put this in our oven, and we're going to leave this in there to get nice and crispy on one side. Then we're going to flip this over. We're going to do a base, but I'm going to show you how to prepare the base. So we're going to actually use that to coat our fish. Let's just put this in the oven, and then we can get right back to that. Okay, royalties, so I took it from the oven. I flipped this over on the other side, so both sides have a nice little crunch or crisp on top. It is looking lovely and delicious. So for the leftover seasoning, I add a bit more oil in a small pan, and I just fry this up for about 2 minutes, just so we don't want to get raw seasoning on our already cooked fish. So basically just put some more oil in a small pan and let this cook for about 2 minutes or 3 minutes. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this oil, nice marinade that we used on the fish and that we already cooked up, and we're gonna brush this on. See how lovely and delicious this is looking. Look at that. I'm telling you, this is like the best oven grilled fish that you will ever eat. Oven grill, oven bake, whatever you want to call it. This is the best. Smells so good. As you can see, it's well seasoned. So let me know if you will be trying out this recipe. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this recipe. If you're new here, remember to hit that subscription button. Turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads.